Yes, guys, Marty from AFTV. Portsmouth 1, Arsenal 4 in the third round of the FA Cup. I'm here with Positive Dan. How are you, my man?
Up, Marty. Feeling positive today.
Of course you are.
After that result.
Always.
Absolutely buzzing to be in the fourth round, fighting on all four fronts. You know, we're in the semis of the Carabao Cup, top of the Premier League, top of the Champions League without conceding a goal, and now the FA Cup started. So, yeah, absolutely thrilled with the result. Obviously started off a little bit shaky. I thought Portsmouth were excellent for the first 10 or 15 minutes, but expected that, being at Fratton Park, you know, FA Cup. It's big for all of their players to be playing against. Arsenal was big for their fans. You saw John, the famous fan there as well.
Portsmouth John.
Yeah, Portsmouth John. Good to see him as well. But I think it was a bit sloppy at the start, to be fair, but we grew into the game, and once we scored from the set piece, we sort of took control of the game. Yeah. There'll be some people still moaning, of course, that it was set pieces. That, you know, we've scored, I think, 3 set pieces today.
Yeah, and an own goal. We combined a set piece with an own goal as well. Yeah. It's at new levels.
But maybe Man City should start practicing own goals and set pieces, because they're 6 points behind us, aren't they? But listen, right? In the game, I thought there were some excellent moments. We was getting a lot of super chats, weren't we? People moaning quite a lot. I think people really just like to moan, whether you're winning,
of course,
whether you're losing, drawing, you know. But me and Lee we were saying there was some good football at moments. I thought there was, and I thought just Jesus brings a bit of that. He was very quiet for the first half. I thought he grew into the game, and the defence splitting pass that he gets for Martinelli, you know, Gyökeres, it's not his game, no, but it's something that Jesus can offer to us. I thought he was good today. I thought Ethan was okay. Yeah. I thought Eze was pretty quiet. So I don't think they did enough to warrant a start on Wednesday.
Set piece from Eze?
Yeah, look,
delivery.
You've got to give him that. You've got to give him that. And we need that as well, because when Saka's not taking them or Rice not taking them, we need people to step up and take them. And I think did Madueke get an assist from a set piece today as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, set pieces are a massive part of our game. So that was important from him. But overall, I felt like this was a game Eze should have took and grabbed by the scruff of the neck. I
think for me, you know, it shows how important like you said, our set pieces are, but how dominant they are when you're playing against lower level opposition. Yeah. They literally could not deal. We scored 3 set pieces, 3 corners. They literally could not deal with it. Yeah. Today, but let's go back. Let's get the negative. Let's get the own goal out of the way, and obviously the Madueke penalty miss. Let's get those out of the way.
Well, Madueke, look, for me, with penalties, this is one thing, you know, everyone knows I'm Arteta's biggest fan, but I always feel like you should have one taker, and that's it. Yeah. And obviously, this season, no one really knows whether it's Gyökeres or Saka. And there's been occasions before, Kai Havertz famously getting his first goal for Arsenal. All right, we were 3-1 up. It's a bit different then, and today we were leading as well. I think it was 2-1 at the time, though. So for me, I'm not sure if he was the penalty taker. I don't think he was. I think he went down and said, you know what, I'm going to take it. It's one thing that does surprise me with Arteta, because he seems like he's very like regimented in everything he does. But he has come out in interviews before and said, I kind of let the players decide on that. For me now, you as the manager, you should be deciding on that. You know, I want my best penalty taker taking the penalty. So for me, I'm not... Look, they all took great penalties against Palace, to be fair. I don't think Madueke did take one. He doesn't strike me as a penalty taker. So I am disappointed, you know, that he took the penalty and someone else didn't take it and slot it in. Gabriel Jesus maybe could have took the penalty. There's probably a few of them that could have taken it. But listen, he played quite well, Madueke, today. He caused a lot of problems, and that's what he does. But I'm not sure if we're going to get that next level from Madueke. I think he'll cause problems, he'll cause havoc, and listen, they'll lead to goals. But I'm not sure he's ever going to have that ruthless streak in him to get a lot of assists or score a lot of goals. But he did well today. But I think Saka should be starting against Chelsea on Wednesday.
Okay, so we miss penalties and score corners, make sense and work that out. In what sort of paradoxical world does that work out? But listen, I'll take it all day long. Moving into the second half, run me through how you saw that second half, you know, standout performers. Let's take the positives for the game, how we put them to the sword.
Do you know what, Mike? I'm going to big up Marino for this game. I thought Marino was, for me, that's the best game he's played in midfield for Arsenal. I know it's against Portsmouth, but whenever he plays in midfield, listen, he's had some games that have been decent, okay, and he's had games where he's been bad, but he's never really had a game where I've looked and thought, oh, he looked like the best player on the pitch today for me. He was doing some fantastic passes. He got the ball. He kept things ticking. I thought it was a really good performance from him. And obviously, Gabriel Martinelli, I'm overjoyed for him. I think that makes him our top goal scorer now this season. And as
with 11.
Yeah, with 11. It's 11, yeah. So as Liv alluded to earlier, people were talking about selling him. He's been better as an impact player, but he got the chance today. And I feel like when he has started, he's not been that great. You know, or in the Champions League he has been, but he's been rewarded with some starts in the Premier League, and he's not been that great. And today, to get a hat-trick, all right, 2 of them are from set pieces, but the 2 great headers. The goal, he's in the right position. Great pass from Jesus. So I feel like Gabriel Martinelli, a confident Gabriel Martinelli, could be something special. Because I know we've got to go back. We all go back to 3 years ago, but he got 15 league goals, and he was phenomenal that season. So hopefully now this can kickstart him into good form.
Quickly, I'm going to wrap it up on this. Wednesday night, we've got Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. Big game, huge game. What changes do you want to see? How do you see that going?
For me, that is a humongous game. I've said it time and time again. This Carabao Cup, there's never been a Carabao Cup that's been more important.
Yep.
Never. Because this team needs to win a trophy. It needs to win a trophy. This group of players, they've not won a trophy together before, Marty. And I know Arteta's won the FA Cup, and people talk about Emirates' team and all of that, but it was with a different group of players. Saka was the only one who was there, and I don't even think he started the final. This team has been through so much adversity, so much hurt, so much pain. They need some reward. They need to feel like they can do it. So for me, Wednesday is humongous, and I would be going full strength. I know we've got a massive game against Forest, which is probably more important because we could draw against Chelsea, we could lose and still beat them at the Emirates. However, I just think go and get 1 foot in that final, and if we get to the final. You know, if we play Manchester City and beat them in the final, I think psychologically that could be huge. But of course, it works the other way around. So I'd probably rather play Newcastle if we did get to the final.
Lovely.